Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jen. As many of you know, I'm a woman in long-term recovery. I'm also a convicted felon, and these are my stories from my experiences and some things that I just want to share with you guys. So today I'm going to tell you guys about how I got caught, basically. So in 2017, I was arrested on 2 sealed indictments of methamphetamine sales. But how I got arrested was not, I got like rearrested after I had been arrested while I was in county jail for these 2 sealed indictments. So I was originally arrested for a bench warrant that never really existed. So they kind of made up like a fake bench warrant from a previous charge that I'd already been in court for that was it was in the process of being dismissed. I was never told I had to appear. I was never told anything. They were just like, whatever. So I was active in my addiction. I wasn't on top of it. I didn't think to ask anybody. I had a really shitty lawyer who never called me, actually. And one day, it probably was like 12:30 in the afternoon. Jared and I had 2 people living with us, a guy who was a runner and a girl who was just there. We all would go to bed, you know, super late, like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. So for us to sleep till, you know, noon was normal, like a couple hours of sleep. So we were all asleep, and all of a sudden we had a dog, and he was like ferociously barking, and that wasn't his style. He was a really nice animal, so it woke me up. So I went and I looked out of Bella's bedroom window. Across the street I saw, because her window faced the front of the house, across the street I saw a cop car, and I was like, the fuck? So I looked out another window that gave like the side profile of the driveway, and they were all up the driveway. There was cop cars all up the driveway. In the driveway, it was like crazy. There was like maybe 6 cop cars there, and I was like, the fuck is happening? So I went inside quickly. I woke Jared up, and Jared was like, all right, they're not gonna go away. We can't pretend we're not here, right? So he goes into the bathroom. He opens the bathroom window, which looked over the door where they were at the back of our house, which we use as our main entrance, but it's actually the back of the house. So he was like, can I help you? And they were like, whatever they said to him, I don't know. I couldn't hear. I was too nervous. I probably couldn't hear over my own heartbeat in my ears. So he comes to the bedroom. He's like, baby, he's like, they're here for you. And I was like, fuck. Okay. I honestly, I thought it was for drugs. Like I thought it was for me selling meth because I sold meth, you know. I always would say to everybody, it's not if they come, it's when. Because as we all know, anyone that's been involved in the game, it is literally only a matter of time. Like, they're going to catch you. There's too many snitches out there. There's too many haters. There's too many people who talk shit. There's too many people who are nosy. There are too many people. There are just too many people. So I'm like, well, fuck, I have no clothes on. So now I'm like struggling to find clothes or whatever. So he goes downstairs to open the door to tell them like, she's getting dressed. She'll be right down. They didn't even let him say anything. The moment he opened the door, they just pulled him forward. He had on a pair of jeans and maybe a shirt. I don't really remember. And they locked right away. They handcuff him, throw him in a van. So I'm like, all right, I don't hear anything for a second. So I'm like, maybe he's talking to them. Maybe he's telling them I'm not here or something. I don't know. I don't hear anything. All of a sudden, I hear like all this commotion and yelling and so many people yelling at one time. I can't understand what they're saying. They came upstairs. They're yelling like, come out, put your hands up, blah, 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 like to everyone. They're banging on every door. So they go in the bathroom right away. And the dude that was staying with us, he was in the bathroom, like he was legit in the bathroom, going to the bathroom, like he was taking a piss. They're like, stop flushing the drugs down the toilet. He's like, I'm not. I'm going to the bathroom. Like you could hear him peeing. They make him stop peeing. They don't even let him pull his pants up. They put handcuffs on him, whatever, and they drag him out into the hall. He's literally standing there, business out, whole 9 yards. Like, it was crazy. They get the girl, they get me. So I come out the door, and they're like, get up against the wall. Blah, blah, blah. Why is it so dark in there? And I'm like, my bedroom? I'm like, I was sleeping. That's why it's so dark. We were sleeping. So I get thrown up against the wall. This sheriff used to be a CO, and he's a douchebag. Still to this day, he thinks his shit doesn't stink. He forgets that Addicts are people who are on a bad path, and he's just so nasty. Still, I've seen him now, and he just like looks at me like I'm a piece of shit, and I'm like, all right, buddy, because you know you're perfect. Okay. Anyway, so they take me, and then they start questioning the girl who was there, and they end up hooking her up too when she comes. So we all go. She's so fucking high because right before they came up, I ran into her room and gave her like 9 grams of meth, and she must have ate it or something because she's so high she can't even speak. Now at this time, we go to the court. We have to wait for them to call a judge in because that's how it works in small towns. And I think I'm the only one who's going to go, right? I think they're going to let everybody else go because nobody else is supposed to be in trouble for this, right? So they make up some bullshit and they say that we are all being arrested on $1,000 bails for obstruction of governmental property, which still to this day really makes no sense to me because we're not governmental property. So how is anybody obstructing that? And the simple fact that nobody obstructed anything. Nobody stood in the way. Jared opened the door for you. So for one, he should have never been charged with obstructing anything because he let y'all in the house. I think that's a charge they give when they've got nothing else to go on, but they just want to get you on something because I've seen it so frequently charged around here. It's like a bullshit ass charge. It's like a ticket. But yet they arrested us on it. And I've seen them do it to several people. Anyway, that one thing led to another. I end up, we all end up going in front of the judge. He puts $1,000 bails on all of us. We go to the county jail. Now, who the fuck has anybody's phone number memorized in this day and age? Because I damn sure don't. I still to this day, as of right now, I know the first 3 digits of my husband's cell phone number. I don't even know the rest. Because when do I call him? Like, I don't know. It's just weird. So my husband he tries calling his mother. And my father-in-law had just passed away 2 weeks prior to this. So she didn't answer the phone. She was probably busy doing things for that, you know. He leaves a message. He tries calling. I try calling her. I leave a message. Nothing. We just wanted somebody to know where we were because they didn't even close the front door when they arrested us. They left our house wide open. By the time my mother-in-law and someone else, we were able to get in touch with them to get to the house, to close the door and get my purse and stuff like that, people had already come through my house, already robbed us. I just helped someone a couple weeks ago and my husband and I were like, yep, that's ours. Yep, that's ours. Like people straight stole clothes, tablets, nobody was ever going to find the drugs because there was never any drugs hidden in the house. So I don't know what they were looking for. Money out of my wallet, all types of stuff. Like anything they could get their hands on, of course, they went in there and they raided and they stole. One dude we know for a fact that robbed us moved away. He doesn't even live in the area anymore, thank God. But I mean, people just really did us dirty. It's all part of the game. It's part of the lifestyle we led. And then we were all, the guys went to the guys' wing. We went to the girls' wing. And Veterans Day of 2017, they brought me back down to intake. And that's when they served me with new charges. And they served me with 2 sealed indictments, which once you get served, they're unsealed. And for methamphetamine sales. And I have my whole discovery packet. I know exactly who it was. They don't really redact much. They have the make and the model of the car she drove. It turns out the girl that was staying with me, her sister's my snitch. She had previously gotten in trouble, a ticket or arrested or whatever. I don't even really know what she got for having some Vicodin. And instead of her just taking her shit like a big girl, she said, oh, well, I know someone who sells meth. Mind you, she was buying $300, $400, $500 worth of meth off of me every couple of days. I served her sister who lived with me, her mother, her boyfriend, who I believe is still her boyfriend to this day. I served all of them, and her mother's girlfriend. So I served the entire family, and she went and snitched on me. She's a shitty human. She still is to this day. I don't know whether she's sober or not. Her sister, for some reason, I have learned to, I never forget, but I have forgiven in my heart. She was just as sick as the rest of us. And I don't know, maybe because I knew her better or she wasn't as involved as the other one. I don't know, but I'll never talk to her again. I would never, ever talk to her or any of them ever again. But the sister I've forgiven. The mom's just, I don't even know. I don't not forgive her. I don't forgive her. I'm just neutral on the rest of them. The girl who snitched me out, I'm grateful for her for one reason and one reason only. I'm here alive, living my best life today because of her. Because I was so sick, I couldn't help myself at the time. So I have that one piece of, I don't even know what to call it. You know, it's really hard. Like, you don't, for me, and what I've learned through my sobriety and my recovery, I don't forgive people for them. I forgive people for me because they're not even worth me carrying the weight of that shit anymore. And I forgive her for that reason and that reason alone. And I wish her the best in life. It is what it is. Some people never learn. Thank God I finally did. I'm not one of those people any longer. You know, and I ended up staying in county jail for, geez, almost 6 months. I got treated like I was dirt on the floor. Delaware County Jail needs a revision in the worst way possible. I haven't been there in a very long time, and I hope to never visit there again unless I'm going to visit somebody or as a peer to work with the inmates. But I've heard it's only gotten worse, sadly. Yeah, so, I mean, I ended up getting 3 years as a sentence, 2 years post-release supervision. I've been home, this December will be a year and a half. My max out for my charges next, June. Hopefully, by the grace of my God, the universe will make it so I am off parole at the end on Christmas Eve, actually. I'm grateful for all the experiences that I've been through in life. I truly am. You know, and no matter what you do, you're always going to have people who are going to hate on you. They're going to talk shit. They're not going to understand the changes you've gone through in life or who you were then to who you are now. And I'm cool with that. I know who I am. I know I'm who I am because of everything that I've been through, and I'm grateful for all my experiences and all the amazing people that I've met along the way that have helped me become the strong, powerful woman I am today. So I just thought I'd share that with you guys. I hope everybody had an amazing weekend. And, you know, try and live your best life every day. And if you are struggling, you are not alone. You have me to reach out to. I might not get back to you right away because IG is super slow on the message requests. But I hope you all have a great, great day. And I will see you in a couple days. Bye.